So a sidetrack from all of the Fallout 76 news over the past few days, it's recently been revealed that Microsoft is buying Obsidian. There are some rumors around this in August. I didn't really cover them, I read through some of them, and they just seemed like rumors. And even though technically we don't know for certain that this is going on, the person reporting on this is Jason Schreier. That name may sound familiar, because this is the guy that correctly predicted Fallout 4, and most recently the fact that Fallout 76 was going to be a multiplayer game. His source with knowledge of the deal reports it as the deal's not a if anymore, it's more a matter of when it's actually going to be happening, and as of right now it's 90% finished. When asked for a comment, both Obsidian and Microsoft gave that traditional "we don't comment on rumors" like this. Also from Jason Schreier and Kotaku, they do mention that somebody that knows things about Microsoft said what they've been doing recently is trying to make purchases that will actually fill out their PC development side. Obsidian has created some amazing games on PC. Obviously Fallout New Vegas is the one we all know, and Fallout New Vegas is by far best experienced on PC. But even beyond that, they have games like Knights of the Old Republic and even some of their later releases that, even though I'm not a fan of and maybe you aren't a fan of, are critically acclaimed games. What we know right now about Obsidian is that they're actually working on their biggest game yet. We don't know a ton about this outside of it's going to be an RPG, and that it was being published by the newly formed private division. That's like a subsidiary of 2K Games, but otherwise those are all the details we have right now. If this truly is very close to being finalized, we may not actually hear about it until maybe they announce this new game from Obsidian, and all the teases we have of their new RPG, no platform was given out, so it could be restricted to PC and Xbox One. Obsidian Entertainment has without a doubt had a bit of a rocky past. Some of their recent games just don't have that widestream appeal. And even beyond that, there's been several times over the past 10 to 20 years where they were dangerously close to having to shut down. It seems like a purchase like this could be really good for the studio, kind of secure their funding and get them making games they're good at making and games we want to see. I'm sure Microsoft is going to want to pay off whatever it costs to buy them. A lot of people are hoping this RPG is going to be pretty akin to New Vegas, a first to third person experience that really does appeal to a broad audience. As far as whether or not this is actually going to be a first party exclusive on Xbox, I would say likely. On PlayStation right now, they have Horizon Zero Dawn. That's a first-party exclusive and an RPG. If you look at the catalog of Xbox games, there's not a great competitor to that. I think Obsidian could be their option in filling that role. Horizon Zero Dawn will likely turn into a trilogy of games, and that's a lot of content on the PlayStation side. Even beyond that, they just got that Spider-Man game, not an RPG, but an open-world game nonetheless. These are two areas that Obsidian is talented at, and I'm really hopeful that with this purchase, we see more regular releases from Obsidian. In the past, after some of these purchases, Microsoft has gone out and actually expanded that past and just kind of pumped out more games from that studio, and a lot of times they held up. But also, again, as I mentioned before, more of those first to third person RPGs that we want to see. And just as a final note, if we really want to put on those tinfoil hats, Microsoft and Bethesda have a very good relationship. I just went to a Fallout 76 event and we played the game on Xbox One X's at 4K. For both Fallout 4 and Fallout 76, it was all shown on Microsoft consoles. With Bethesda being pretty booked over the next few years, having built Starfield and the Elder Scrolls 6 coming out, and then Microsoft actually purchasing Obsidian, does this increase the likelihood of another Obsidian-made Fallout potentially at some point in the future? It's obviously an IP that generates a lot of income, and seemingly if Bethesda keeps it in-house, the next game could be 10 years away. Obviously that's all pure speculation, but it's something interesting to be hopeful about. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. As far as up and coming things on this channel, I'll have a few more videos on Fallout 76. I'm going to make a compilation of all the new weapons we saw, all the new NPCs we saw, but even beyond that, there's actually some stuff going on for Fallout 3. It just got like a big overhaul mod that I do plan on covering, and Fallout New California for Fallout New Vegas is just around the corner now. So videos on both of those things should be coming shortly, but even beyond that, there's actually a few things I still want to do with Fallout 4. I know some of you guys might be over the Fallout 76 content. There'll still be a few more days of it, but don't worry, there's still other stuff coming on this channel. But with that, I thank you guys all for watching again. Hopefully you found this video informative, links to everything I talked about down below, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Later.